Thanks, Hamza, and thanks for tuning into this year's Feniex Summit. I'm Kyle Hale, the CTO of Feniex Industries, and just like last year with Quantum 2.0 and Q-Series with Green, I'm here to show you firsthand what the SynQ controller can do. In this section, I'm going to break things down into 4 parts: a full vehicle walk around, how things are wired, 3 controller options, and then finally a deep dive into programming the software and see it play out in real time. Let's start with the exterior of the car. The very first thing you'll notice is that the Quantum products and Q-Series products are all fully synchronized. That means that every one of these lights, plus the Q-Series light heads, are flashing together in a synchronized state, all using the serial connection that ties directly to the SynQ relay. So today, I can confidently tell you we have reached full vehicle synchronization. Whether you're running single, dual, tri, quad, or quint, all products on the vehicle will synchronize when using the Feniex SynQ controller. And here we are at the rear of the vehicle. Let me show you something really cool. It's our Fleet Sync module. You can sync 2 vehicles or up to a fleet of vehicles. And the best part, it works at any distance. That's because it's all driven by GPS timing sequences. You'll notice the SynQ relay system is simple and compact. I like to call this a time saver. It'll save you hours and hours of installation time. Everything from programming to wiring your vehicle. This tiny relay box supports a built-in dual-tone 200-watt Siren. Our competitor Siren systems require more time to install a separate amplifier box for dual-tone functionality. We packed 2 transformers in this one, giving you that functionality built into one box. Another impressive thing you'll notice right away is that the system has 22 total outputs, 16 low current and 6 high current, saving you time from having to power those high current products with external relays. What's even more impressive is none of the outputs are being used to light the lights I showed you earlier. That's because every light on this vehicle is connected to these serial ports right here. The 3 Quantum products and 60 Q-Series light heads are all controlled by the serial ports. We built this feature so you didn't have to use any expansion modules, serial link devices, or nodes commonly found in our competitors' products. We wanted to make sure that any emergency vehicle, whether police, fire, ambulance, or utility, with the most extreme lighting package possible, can all be connected, controlled, and programmed by just these serial ports, saving you a remarkable amount of time in installation. Following the purpose of time saving, we developed this CAN interface module installed right next to the SynQ relay. Normally installed on the OBD2 port in the front, we installed it back here for demonstration purposes. Instead of having hardwired triggers like park mode, tail lights, high beams, turn signal, and horn ring, we pulled all those triggers out from the CAN interface device. Each CAN interface device allows you to pull up to 40 triggers. It lets you program an infinite number of features and functions, again, saving you time on installation. Now that we've checked out the installation in the back, let's jump in the cab and check out all 3 controllers. Again, we developed 3 controllers for the SynQ system. In front of me, I have the rotary controller. We call it the SynQ-R, designed with 18 buttons, color programmable, and infinitely customizable. Supporting the SynQ-R is the SynQ-S. And instead of the rotary knob, there's 7 additional buttons. And here in the glove compartment, we have our handheld, the SynQ-H. Compact, well-designed, and fits in the palm of your hand. All 3 controllers are compatible with the SynQ relay in the back and have the same features and functions, which is why the pricing is the same, regardless of which one you prefer. And every controller comes with an LED traffic advisor that you program using the SynQ software. Great improvements were made to the slide switch and the rotary knob, keeping them secure, ensuring they don't come loose over time. Each controller comes with a legend sheet that has over 200 labels to choose from and can fit on any button location on the controller. And don't forget, every SynQ system has a built-in Siren, meaning they all have a PA. The SynQ-S and the SynQ-R have an external mic. The SynQ-H has an internal mic. Now, programming this controller is done with an intuitive software program. Let's head to my computer and see what it can do. And one important thing with the SynQ system, you program the relay and not the controller like our 4200 data link system. You do that with the USB-C right here on the relay. So first off, I'm going to select my controller. To select your controller, you just click on the drop-down and pick SynQ-R, SynQ-S, or SynQ-H. I'm going to pick SynQ-R because that's what we have in the vehicle. Next, the system's going to auto-detect all the products installed on the vehicle. After selecting your controller, you're going to see that the SynQ system does all the heavy lifting for you and populates a list of all your Quantum products installed on the vehicle. 49-inch light bar, 800 light stick, and front interior light bar. Now, I'm going to show you how to upgrade your Quantum product. To unlock your product, all you need to do is click on the product in this screen. It's going to take you to this screen, which lets you set the module colors and pick your unlock level. So currently this inner light bar is set to single color unlocked, but you can upgrade to dual, tri, quad, or quint. You just pick on the unlock level that you want, clicking this button, and then process the payment portal to unlock to that level. Since this product is single color unlocked, it will only let me put one color per module at a time. You notice I did half red and half blue, but I can't have red-blue modules unless I unlock to dual. I can't have red-blue-white unless I unlock to tri. Since I set all the modules to the color I want them, I'm going to go ahead into the next screen where you configure the priorities and button configurations. I'm going to go back to the product screen and show you what happens when you click a product that's already quint level. I'm clicking on the GPL 49-inch, and if you notice it's not taking me to an unlock screen, that's because it's fully unlocked to all 5 colors. Any module can be all 5 colors, 4 colors, 3 colors, 2 colors, or 1. It's that simple. You have one software, a million different options. Let's jump into zoning your Q-Serial modules. To set my Q-Serial zones, I'm going to go pick the Q-Serial tab. From there, I'm going to select Set Zones. And in this example, I'm going to set zone 30. To do that, I'm going to click on 30 right here. And when I click on that, all the modules connected to the sync relay are going to light up blue if they're not part of zone 30 already. And now I'm going to go ahead and latch the zones into the modules. To do that, I use a magnet, wave the magnet over them, and when they turn white, that means it's now the zone that I set in the software. To do the rest of the ones on the vehicle, you do the same thing, pick your zone, wave the magnet, when they go white, they're now part of that zone and will flash with that zone. After it turns white, anytime zone 30 is activated, it's going to flash with zone 30. And that does it for setting zones. It's all in the software, no additional hardware needed as long as your Q-Serial modules are plugged into the relay. Now that my zoning is complete, I'm going to go ahead and program my dual tone siren. I'm going to go ahead and click on a button 13 in this case, click Siren, and then I can select on speaker 1 that I want whale. Speaker 2, I can pick whale as well for a dual tone. And now I'm going to go ahead and configure my quantum products. I can click another button, say button 15, click on the quantum tab. I can change products. I'm going to select the 49-inch light bar, and I'm going to set it to flashing, attack, select a brightness, and click red, blue, amber, white, and green to set it up for a quint attack flash pattern. And now I'm going to go ahead and configure my buttons with button color and button type. I'm going to select a button and go ahead and set up button color. I'm going to change it to yellow, and then I'm going to go ahead to input type and change it to momentary button. And now I'm going to program the CAN interface triggers. To set my vehicle triggers, I'm going to go ahead and click on the vehicle tab. For this example, I'm going to select Tahoe. Then I'm going to go down to steering wheel aux 1. I'm going to select on, meaning when the button on the steering wheel is pressed, it'll activate whatever output I'm going to select down here. For this output, I'm going to do a audio voice command. We added the ability to select English, Spanish, or English and Spanish. They'll play back to back. I'm going to pick English and Spanish, and I'm going to pick pull over. So anytime I press the steering wheel button, aux 1, it's going to go ahead and play the pull over in English and then in Spanish. And that does it. And now I'm going to go ahead and program the events feature. To configure the events feature, I'm going to go and click on the events tab. I'm going to click the plus to add an event. And if you notice, by default, it had named it event 1. I'm going to change that to button event. To configure the button event, I'm going to go to edit, then I'm going to select an input. You'll notice I can pick from any of the vehicle inputs, relay inputs, buttons, and slide switch. For this example, I'm going to pick button 1. I can add more conditions here. I'm going to add a second condition, and for the second input, I'm going to select button 2. If you notice, there's a drop down for and or. The and means button 1 and button 2 need to be pressed to turn on the light, siren, or output that I'm about to configure. If I select the or, means button 1 or button 2 need to be pressed to trigger the output that I'm about to set. For this example, I'm going to leave it as and. I'm going to close this. I'm going to select quantum, 49-inch light bar, flashing, attack, brightness is 100%. Then I'm going to select all 5 colors. So whenever button 1 and button 2 are pressed, it'll activate the 49-inch light bar in this vehicle to flash all 5 colors attack. And that does it for setting up the events feature. Now I'm going to go ahead and show you how to upload and download controller configs. Now that you've configured all of your quantum products, sirens, outputs for the sync relay, you can go ahead and program those into your sync relay. Now to do that, you click over here on Program Device. You'll see the program loading right here. And then when it's fully completed, you'll see this message pop up. This means that your config file is now inside your sync relay and is ready for use. I'm going to go ahead and close that. And if I want to download that from the sync relay back into the software to edit at any time, I can do that by clicking Download Program. You notice it was very fast. It's all back in my software. So now I can go ahead and edit anything, and those edits, when I'm done with it, I can click Program Device again. If I want to save the config file that I've been working on in the software to anywhere on my desktop for later edits or use, I can click Save Program. I'm going to go ahead and save it to my desktop. I'm going to name it Summit 2025. Click Save. Now it's saved onto my desktop. If I want to open that config file for any editing, I can click on Open Program. It's going to show you the Summit 2025 I just saved off. I'm going to double click that. And what that did was opened the config file and loaded it into the software, and I can make any edits or changes that I want to. And that does it for showing you how to save, open, download, and program to my sync relay. And there you have it. I showed you the walk around, the 3 controllers, and the ease of installation. But that's just a taste of what the sync system can do. Thanks for tuning in to the Feniex Summit, and back to you, Hamza.